Hi guys, this is Templar Miniatures and welcome back to another video. It's been a while, but I'm back here with a really cool model. It's the mountain from A Song of Ice and Fire. I thought it was a really cool model, and I'm painting up my Lannister army right now. So I thought, why not just start this channel up again with a really cool miniature. So yeah, we're starting off with 3 coats of null oil all over the armor. So yeah, we just want to get a good coat everywhere, and yeah, I'll see you back after that. Now I'm going to be doing 3 coats of this null oil all over it. This is going to be for the armor, but it doesn't really matter if you get anywhere else. Yeah, just get everywhere, and it will hopefully turn out very nice after this. So guys, that silver really turned out well with the 3 coats, so now we're going to do a dry brush of Stormhost Silver all over that to just brighten it back up and give it a kind of sharp edge. This worked really well on this, I think. It really gave it a kind of scratched and worn look that I think the Mountain would very much have after he's crushed a couple skulls on the battlefield. So guys, we're now going to be moving on to a different colour, which is going to be yellow. It's going to be basically used for the cloak and the shield to show off those Clegane colours of yellow and black. So yeah, we're going to have to do a couple coats of this because yellow is a pain and I just hate doing it all the time, but it has to be done. So yeah, just get a couple coats of this on, all of the coat, just kind of follow where I'm putting it and you should be fine. see how thin this paint can be. So yeah, just be sure to do a couple coats of this. So once we've got that very nice yellow one, we're going to start using a contrast paint cycle round to pick out all the belts. There's a couple of these on him, so make sure just pick them all out and get one or two coats of this on, just so you get a really good brown on this. If you don't have any contrast paints, be sure to use Dryad Bark, just any dark brown really can work as well. But yeah, get a good cover of this and we'll move on to the next step after this. If you do so make a mistake like I'm about to do there, just clean up with a bit more yellow after this before we go on to the next step, because we don't want to make them look like just messy. So we're going back to non-oil, and we're going to be basically putting this all over the yellow. You want to be careful though, because non-oil can really make it look bad if done wrong. So you want to basically, you just don't want it to overflow. We'll be going back over with a yellow, brighten it back up again later. But for now, it's going to look pretty bad. But trust me, it'll get better. So while this is going on, I just want to ask you guys to leave some comments about what you want me to do next. I'm open for suggestions about what paint and what kind of videos you want to see on this channel. I really want to get back into this. I did one video, but I want to really get into this. So please do like and subscribe. Right guys, so now we're going back with Everland Sunset, and yeah, we basically want to just pick out all the areas that aren't got the recesses in it. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It might take a couple coats again, and yeah, this is probably the most tedious step and the most time consuming because it just takes so long. But trust me, it's worth it. It'll make the yellow look a lot better than what it does right now. on Balthasar Gold now. This is just going to pick out some other details of silver that we just didn't want to have, just kind of dark silver. So we're going to basically use it for the pommel, the handguard of the sword, and the belt buckle, and the little bits inside of the shield as well. This just kind of breaks up the metals, and yeah, because this is a big boy with a lot of silver on him, we do really want to have this.
We are too lucky. I got you, you got me. We are too lucky. I got you, you got me. We are too lucky.
So we're going to be using Mournfound. It's a pretty light brown to highlight the belts. I think this works pretty well for this. You could use basically any other brown you have. But yeah, so just get this on the raised edges, within the dark brown in the middle of the belts. Right, so we're moving on to black, and we're going to be basically putting this on the hounds on the shield. It's pretty simple, no explaining really needed. You just kind of put it all over, and you're done. So we're going to use Nuln Oil again to basically go over the sword as a whole, and over the hounds as well. So we're moving on to doing some highlighting on these brass silvers. In this video I didn't do the actual blade of the sword, but I do that as well. I do that later on. But yeah, so just edge highlight that with Stormwall Silver.
You got me. We are too lucky.
Now we're going to highlight the hounds with Mechanicus Standard. Basically pretty simple. You just kind of outline the shapes of like the muscles on the hounds, if you will. Try and be kind of thin. I did make a mistake at the start by doing it too thick, but I fixed it. So yeah, just do that. Right, so we're going to go back over the couple of details we did recently with Nuln Oil again, just to dull it down a little bit. This will not take away the highlights or anything, it'll just dull it down. So now we're getting on to the pretty fun part where we're basically sponging on with a little bit of foam, some Rhinoxide to kind of weather down the yellow. I may have done this a little bit too much on this model, as you can see right there, but I think it turned out pretty well in the end anyway. But yeah, you can put basically as much or little as you want on this, it doesn't really matter. Your own preference is key here. So guys, we're finally at the end here, and yeah, it's been fun. But the last step is getting non-oil and placing it a lot lower of the legs. This is basically just going to make it darker and look like he's been walking a lot.